Hello, it's Stephen Sonsino here, and I want to introduce you to the Author's Grid. It's a new app, a piece of software that'll help you keep track of your book writing and publishing process. For each stage of the process, there's a complete column of things to do, things to achieve. Stage 1, develop your book concept. Stage 2, planning your research. Stage 3, start the research. And it goes forward for the whole 12 to 14 stages of this process. And what we've done is just break down the process of writing and publishing your book into these 14 stages. And then these horizontal layers, these themes, cover different aspects of the process. So here we've got the core concept, and you have to identify that a little bit before you start. And then we go on to your primary research, which is principally about interviews and writing. So there's different things to do each stage, each week, each month that you're tackling this, right the way through until the writing and the research is finished. Then after the primary research, then you maybe make some early decisions on the design of the book, and those decisions sort of keep coming back until you finally nailed the design down. Then you actually start writing the process. So it's probably not until week 4 of the process, month 4 of the process, if you're doing this over a period of months. So then the writing takes place between stage 4 and stage 8 of the process. So you make your draft and outline in the early stages, and then you reach towards the writing of the final chapters in stage 8, which could be week 8 or month 8 if you're doing it over a bit of a longer period. Then there's the editing, and editing doesn't really start until towards the end of the writing process, and that happens here. Then you've got to make some decisions about printing or print on demand, or are you going to go with digital? That happens here. Are you going to have a digital distribution, ebook, audiobook? These red boxes, by the way, are sort of decision points. Have you decided to produce an ebook? If you're not going to produce an ebook, then you can simply delete this whole theme, this whole horizontal bar in here. These yellow boxes here are optional. Have you uploaded to Kindle for your ebook? So that's that. Have you launched your book? Launching your book is more to do with the marketing. The pink boxes are to do with planning, and the purple boxes are to do with the actually execution of your marketing. So a lot of pink in the early phases, and then it switches over to purple as you actually begin the marketing round about stage 10, week 10 or month 10 of the process. And then you've got some thoughts on marketing beyond the launch. How do you keep this going? So pink in the early phases, and then once it's ready for launch, as it is here in stage 11, then everything pretty much switches over to a purple stage. So I just wanted to introduce the Author's Grid to you. It's a fairly detailed step-by-step process. It'll help keep you on track. And what you'll find is that inside each of these boxes, there is some information on how to manage the process. So there are links to places outside the grid. And here you've got a project management description here, how to use the method grid, how to use the Author's Grid. And then these red boxes also give you a little bit of video support to help get you started, why you should write a book, and then the 8 reasons you might want to write a book. So that's what's inside Author's Grid. It's an app. It's a piece of software. You can access it from anywhere.